Hey y'all, Harry the Hillbilly. Hey, there's this old boy, he'd been having these terrible headaches, and I mean they were terrible. And he'd had them about a year and he couldn't get rid of them, so he finally went into the doc and told the doc, and the doc said, let's do some tests. Well, they done some tests on him, and come to find out that they found the problem. He went out and he said, I got some good news and I got some bad news. He said, the good news is we found what's causing your headaches. He said, the bad news, it's your testicles. They're pressing into your scrotum. Said, we're going to have to cut your balls off. Well, he thought about that for a while, and he finally thought, well, I'll do anything to get rid of these headaches. So they go in and do the surgery and take his balls off. And hell, he's about a week healing up in the hospital there, feeling pretty good. Hadn't had a headache since they took his balls off. And he gets released, and he's on his way home, and he's thinking, I'm going to go do a celebration today. He said, I'm going to stop in that men's store right there and get me a suit. And he goes in that men's store, and this little guy about 5 foot tall comes up to him and says, can I help you? Guy said, well, yes, sir. He said, I want to get a suit. I got a celebration going on tonight. He says, all right. He said, look to me like you take about a 42 tall. The guy goes, wow, that's pretty incredible. You can tell that just looking at me? He goes, well, yeah, I've been doing this about 20 years. He says, that's just dead on. That's what I wear. He says, you want some pants with that? He says, well, certainly I want some pants with that. The little guy looked at him and says, I say you're a 36 by 34. He goes, wow, that's incredible. He goes, I ain't nothing. It's my job. He said, you want some shoes? He says, well, yeah. He looked down. He said, I guess them be about 11D. He goes, holy jeez, you hit that right on. He says, that is just incredible. Little guy said, it ain't nothing. He said, hey, you want some underwear to go with that? And the guy said, well, yes, I do. He says, I say you take a 36. And he goes, well, I finally got you, damn it. He says, I take a 34. Little guy stepped back, scratched his jaw a little bit there, and looked around. He goes, well, I guess you could fit into a 34. He goes, but that'd press your nuts into your scrotum and you'd have some terrible headaches.